Deathbringer here. I heard a human once wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer. Fool! He should have grabbed his gods by the throat and made them build him a new world with Tailspire. Dun 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 da. That makes no sense to me.
You're supposed to do it Beavis and Butthead style.
What is a Beavis? Deathbringer here. Subscribe to the channel and sign up for the Deathbringer RPG newsletter at the link below.
Welcome to Dungeon Craft. I'm Professor Dungeon Master, and this channel is about all things D&D and other tabletop role-playing games, including crafting. And today I'm going to show you how I made this arena terrain. This smaller one is made out of a cork pot holder, and this is made from a wood circle I got from the hardware store. And this is the perfect project if you are new to crafting or you just want to make something with your kids on a rainy afternoon. Let's show you how it's done. Welcome to the arena where gladiators fight for glory and die to thunderous applause. Today I'm going to show you how to make two sizes of Gladiator Ultimate Dungeon Terrain. We have the larger size with 2 zones and the smaller arena with a single zone. Now, what do the ranges mean? Anything in the center zone is melee distance, and anyone can move and strike anyone else in melee distance. The outer zone represents range distance. That gladiator could throw his javelin at anyone in the center zone. How large is the outer zone? It's abstract. It could be 20 feet. It could be 100 feet. The point is it's within throwing range of the javelin. And in one round, you can run from one range to another. People keep asking me about feet and grids. Feet and grids slow play. The whole point of UDT is you could play with figures, use some cool terrain pieces, but not get bogged down in the details that slow play. Let me show you how to make it. I start with the smaller piece. I paint the sides of this cork tile black. I leave the top mostly unpainted for reasons I'll show you later. I make the sand using baking soda, and I added some craft sand. This was actually a big mistake because the grains of the sand were so much bigger than the baking soda, and they're really not needed, so you could skip that step. I added fawn craft paint and glue and used a popsicle stick to mix it up into a paste, gradually adding more paint and more baking soda to get the right texture, which is something like peanut butter. You want there to be just a little grit. Then I spread it on the cork with a popsicle stick. There's no reason to prime it. The mixture of glue and paint will work just fine. It'll actually stick better to the surface. Eventually I gave up with the popsicle stick and just used my finger. I also wet my fingers to smooth out the surface. You want the surface to be as smooth as possible. That way your figures don't tip over. For the larger UDT, I used a wood circle I got from Home Depot. I spread the baking soda, glue paint mixture onto it with my hands. Again, a very thin coat is all you need. Wet your fingertips and smooth it out to create an even surface. I take my base color, Americana Fawn, and mixed in a little GW Agrax Earthshade. Note the washer I glued on the bottom to prevent tipping. Put a small plate in the center, paint around it, and the outer circle will be darker. For the blood, I start with brown and then gradually work my way up through like scab red and then layers of brighter red, with the brightest red always in the center. I also water down my paints quite a bit. This takes a while, but you get good results. Then I dry brush the entire surface with Craft Smart Suede to give it a dusty kind of look. I hit it with some matte spray primer to protect it, and in just a couple hours my Gladiator UDT was ready for the table. It's a great project for a rainy afternoon. And you don't have to have advanced crafting experience to make one of these. If you enjoy this video, please give it the thumbs up and subscribe. And you'll also find a link to Dungeon Craft Patreon where you can support my work. Thanks to all the patrons for making this content possible. I'll see you soon. May all your rolls be 20s.
Deathbringer again. I once knew a gladiator with an 18 intelligence. They called him Smarticus. For more bad jokes and bonus content, check out Dungeon Craft Patreon and click on these videos for more content.